Yo, 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 what is up? Welcome in, everyone. How are we all doing today? What's up, Dot? It's good to see you, my dude. Yo, and here we are. So, should be simple enough, I think, of stream. Gonna start. Oh my god. Dadadas with that tier 1 resub for 5 months. Thank you so much for that resub, dude. Very much appreciated. Spiffy indeed. So, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get started on the MSQ for patch 5.5. Thereafter, as soon as I finish with that, I will go ahead and continue the playthrough of Final Fantasy VII Original. And then that way tomorrow is just going to be FF7 Original. Like all the way through. Just got some water here. Thanks, guys. But yeah. How we doing today, though? You got the hair, Grats? Hell yes, I did. And my cosplay is complete, dude. My size cosplay is finally complete. It's so good. I love it. Alright, so I think this is gonna be interesting to say the least. Alright. Just checking out the FC chat really quickly. Thanks definitely have fun with this story, dude. Thank you. I have a feeling you're gonna go ahead and head off, in which if you do, go enjoy yourself, go do what you gotta do, and I'll catch you next time, yeah? Appreciate you for coming by. Alright, so to Mordona we go. Let's see, but do you believe I go this way? Unto the breach. Alice is waiting patiently for the return of a certain scions. Not least of all, you. Good news, Sapphire. Thancred and Urianger have finished their tour of Garlemald and are on their way back here even as we speak. As we still haven't heard anything on the towers from the Alliance, I'm hoping they might be able to shed some light on things. They're due to arrive at any moment now, so let's see what they have to say, eh? A welcoming party. You needn't have gone to the trouble. From what I hear, you've been more than busy enough as it is. Alright guys, hey puppy. Welcome in, owners. How are you doing, dude? Honestly, you might have waited for me to return before discovering a cure for tempering. As it is, I can't even pretend to have been involved. Well, if it's any consolation, I myself was a little more than a spectator. The lion's share of the credit must go to Alice, Graha, and Sapphire. But I believe I speak for the rest of us when I say we are proud to have rendered what little assistance we could. As you will also have heard, though it hasn't been tales of triumph, just as we were talking, a step towards finally addressing the primal threat, a pile of fresh problems landed in our lap. Anyway, it's good to have you back, though I can't help noticing that we're one Orion J short of a scouting party. You haven't lost him, have you? You won't even consider playing Apex right now. Ooh, do enjoy yourself, dude. Kick some ass, yeah. Oh, I couldn't lose him even if I tried. And I did try repeatedly. But no, he decided to linger in Alamigo to apprise Raban and the others on how the land lies in Garlemald. Then mayhap you would do the same for us. Indeed. It was just as Lee said. Worse, in fact. Devastation as far as the eye could see. Nerva and a third. However, were notable by their absence. Might they have met their end at the hands of Xenos and Fandaniel? Perhaps. Perhaps they simply lost the will to fight. You see, the capital has been plunged into a deathly silence, with one exception, the Imperial Palace. It was a busy place before the war, but it has grown busier still, with throngs of soldiers and civilians working their day and night to rebuild, or rather, transform it. Transform it? Into what? That is a difficult question to answer. The construction is vast and unsettling to behold, like something from a nightmare. According to Orion J, certain aspects of his design were clearly devised with the manipulation of ether in mind. Magitech, in other words. I've been feeling powerful. Ooh, do tell, you know, it's just started MSQ. Hell yes, I just did. I did Diamond Weapon and Nier yesterday, Jones. Also, welcome in, my dude. How are you doing? Yet, as unnerving as the edifice was, it was nothing next to the sight of its builders. They swarmed the place like so many insects, working with nary a word exchanged between them. No one overseeing construction, no one barking orders. It was as if they were possessed or tempered. We wanted to investigate more closely, but given our suspicions, it seems wiser not to take the risk. Same I'm a bit ahead of you. Okay, alright. Well, I mean, I just chopped in, so let's enjoy the ride together, Jones. If Vandalia could bind Bahamut to his will, might he have done the same to the people of Garlemald? Whatever the truth may be, this information is certain to prove valuable. You have our thanks. Well, be sure to save some for Orianche. Which reminds me, I have a message from Malamigo. Raban is hosting a meeting to discuss the latest findings on the towers, and he has requested our presence. Cutscene for me, go for it, dude. Then why not leave that to us? You must be weary from your mission. No, I'm fine. Those towers have been on my mind since I first spied one on the way back. And I'm keen on getting to the bottom of this. In that case, I shall stay and begin looking into another matter, as I promised Kryl. We need not all attend. Very well. I suggest the rest of us make our way to the Alamigo forthwith. To Alamigo forthwith. The sooner we leave, the more time we will have to speak with Orion J before the meeting. Alright, well, this is gonna be interesting. I have no idea what to expect from. Oh my god, there's a lot of people here. I have no idea what to expect from this from the lot here. My friends, much and more have I heard of your travails in our absence. Heartened am I see you all hale and whole. As we are to see you safely return from your mansion, Urianche, I trust Thancred made you feel you welcome. Well, well, if it isn't Alphino and his merry band. Oh, hey! Arembald! Whatever are you doing here? When we spoke via Link Pearl, you told me you'd be away on a mission. And who's to say this isn't part of it? But enough about that. It's good to see you looking so similar. I thought you'd have grown a bit taller after the whole year in another world, but apparently not. Well, I am sorry to disappoint you. While my soul may be a year older, my body has hardly aged, as you are well aware. And may I remind you that we Ellicott are known to be late bloomers, especially in terms of our height. Mark my words, the day will come yet when even a great Orhug such as yourself will crane your neck to meet my eye. So, Seth, now the emphasizes here is do the mods. Do thank you. Rip Cloud. Yeah, I know, don't feel. Welcome in, my dude. I hope you're doing well. I had to switch it to Sice, though. Like, please. I worked hard on that cosplay, dude. Aye. 'Twas not until my 20th summer that I myself outgrew my boyish proportions, though Moonbreeder towered over me nonetheless. Aww. Arembald. Arembald brings out the best in Alphino, doesn't he? They both seem so at ease in each other's company. It's almost endearing. So, what exactly brings you here? Oh, Fordola, mostly. We need to go over a few things before we set out. Ooh. Did a cosplay magazine? What? I mean, yeah, yeah, I've had a... oh. You noticed though? Set out? Wait. Does this have something to do with the towers? Eh? I'll give you that impression. Actually, tell me later. You've got a meeting to go to. I'll see you afterwards, alright? And if it is, get that bag. What are you... What? If Fordola is going with him, that must mean... No, you Riz. Bad. My apologies. As Aravel rightly pointed out, we have a meeting to attend. Let us be about it. Says maybe you tried to do G-Post stickers? No, I have not. I haven't really tried anything like super new in G-Post.
I would like to offer my gratitude to Masters Thancred and Uriange. Tis no small feat to infiltrate the Imperial capital and live to tell the tale, much less in times of civil war. Thanks to them, we may plot our course in full knowledge of how the winds blow in Garlemald.
Fair. I was not expecting voice acting right then and there, but, yeah, no, I haven't done anything new with G-Post or anything like that, like, ever. They're limited in time? I didn't know that.
Full glad are we to have been of service. But verily, such dangers as we did encounter pale into insignificance next to those faced by our comrades. An Ascian, armed with the might of Bahamut, bent on bringing about the final days.
This game has voice acting? Hell yes it does. However, the voice acting is, at this point in time, strictly limited to the main story instead of the side quests. Everything that I did yesterday was all side quests. And that's yeah, so everything that I did yesterday that you watched me do and like saw me voice acting, that was all side quest like stuff. That was all side quest story, and you see how hard that hit. So the main story is the only part of the game that is given voice acting. Not every scene is given voice acting, as you just noticed within the last couple of scenes, but yeah, usually it's MSQ. Yep. That's right. Yep.
Theatrics. He sought only to make a show of the power at the Teleforoi's disposal. But since then we have seen no sign of this Fandaniel or his worm. And while we've done what we can to bolster our defenses, there's no telling where he might strike next.
Whenever and wherever it may be, we must use the intervening time to learn more of our enemy.
Yeah, MSQ is main story or scenario quests. Also tends to change over the course of the expansions, especially after a Realm Reborn. Yeah, so because the game was very limited in time and money when it was redone, what's it called? There is very little voice acting in the base game of FF14. However, that because the game very much grew and in popularity and just grew over in general over time, and the developers ended up with more money that they could put into the game, so that way they can just make it evolve. So this is one of those games where it's like it's good when at the start, and it just the longer you go the longer you delve into it, the better it gets, and it just gets better and better and better, whether from storytelling to voice acting to fights and the gameplay. And yeah, no, they did a really good job with evolving this over time. And no, I am not redeeming the Kefka voice for reading stuff, but I'll do it in other circumstances where I'm not actually reading something, but I'm not gonna read dialogue in the Kefka voice.
'Twas with this in mind that we dispatched scouts to investigate the towers.
Our advance party took longer than expected to return. And when they did, they tried to kill us.
Okay.
Luckily, I'd seen that sort of thing before, and we were able to restrain them before they did any harm. Then it was just a matter of letting the Porksies do their work.
The clips? What do you mean the clips? Wait, what clips are you talking about, Unernez? And his voiceovers are gonna confuse him. Oh my god. I think the fall and rise of this game is very interesting. I agree, Jones. It is really interesting.
Are you saying they were tempered?
Once they'd come back to their senses, they told us everything they could. It seems that just as they were getting close to the tower, they heard an ear-splitting roar. And that was the last thing they remembered.
Oh.
But what worries me most is what they were saying right before they attacked. Glory be to Garlemald.
What? What was the fall? Okay, so you know what? Let me go through this cutscene, and I can explain the whole like rise, or like the fall and rise of Final Fantasy XIV, because there's a whole story to that. Or Jones can help with that.
The Tempered have heretofore ever been thralls to primal entities. Yet these hapless souls were compelled to accept a nation as the object of their devotion. This calleth into question all that we know of the condition.
I'm gonna be honest, this story was hype, really.
Would that the unsettling news ended there. Alas, there is more. Following the earlier reports of missing Amalja, we have learnt that other beast tribes have suffered similar losses. And we now have reason to believe that the abductions are connected to the appearance of the towers. Our scouts sighted black-garbed figures leading shackled Ixal in the direction of the tower in Dravania. The Temple Knights were able to intercept them before they could reach their destination, liberating the Ixal and apprehending their captors, each of whom was found to be equipped with Garlean arms and armor.
So the Empire is the common thread.
With the support of Xenos, it seems likely that Fandaniel has rallied a faction of the splintered Garlean army to the banner of the Telophoroi.
Lord Hien reached the same conclusion when I shared our findings with Doma. The plan had been to march on Garlemald from the east and west in order to force a peace treaty. But the situation has changed. Dealing with the threat of the towers must come first.
I wonder how many annoying copyrights it will be for the near part of the game. Actually, you'd be surprised. I haven't had any single copyright yet, at the least, thankfully enough. But even still, like, knock on wood, but like, haven't had any sort of like copyright dealings when it came with the near music and whatnot. Oh well, hi Sarah, what's up, dude? I think it was one of the worst MMOs experienced. Sorry, yeah. It was a plant that killed frames in the original 1.0. Really? I didn't know that. And also, stuff I expect clips for days in your channel. What do you mean by that? Have you done the new dungeon yet? Dude, I just started the MSQ. Like 10 minutes ago. I'm like in the middle of this cutscene of the meeting that they're having right now in Alamigo.
Given the nature of the enemy and the proven risk of tempering, I could think of few suitable candidates to aid in this task. But I am confident in my choice.
Is he gonna bring Fordola to help? He is!
What?
Resistant to primal influence as they are, they can investigate the towers without fear of being turned.
That's... Huh.
We are glad to put our gifts to use, Commander.
Fordola is not happy, dude.
Gifted or not, going behind enemy lines remains a perilous undertaking. But we must know more if we're to strike back at our foe. I'm counting on you.
Listen, I've been writing. I'm sorry, Seta. Yeah, plan that had more polygons than character models. Oh wow. Strikes me with the 2B meme. Oh, that one. I know which one you're on about. Fordola and Sindrius. You're not wrong, honestly, Sarah.
If it would give us the upper hand, I'd do it 100 times over. We won't let you down.
That concludes the briefing. You two, make ready and join your escort.
Are you certain about this, Arenvold?
I am. Come.
You know, after having done the level 80 summoner quest, it's really cool being able to see Fordola come back into the fray, if I'm being honest. Yeah, no, like, you notice actually isn't wrong about the, like, there was a whole thing of, like, how, like, 2B's butt apparently had, like, so many, like, polygons in it that it was more than, like, I think it was, like, a NES game or something like that. I don't even remember, but the point is, there was a lot. I never played WoW, so I can't say. I've never played WoW either. Now that it's out in the open, I don't have to keep it under my proverbial hat anymore.
So you know, I've already gone through all the formalities at the Rising Stones. Made sure to inform Jamoldva and Vmar at Ralga's Reach as well.
Arenvold, I admire your enthusiasm, but this is far more dangerous than anything you have done before.
I know the risks. And I also know what's in store if we don't stop Fandaniel from carrying out his plan.
Yeah.
With this power of mine, I can make a difference. If I stood idly by, I would regret it for the rest of my life.
I've spent far too much time in FF14. Is there ever such thing, Sarah?
And you, Fudola? Is this what you want?
What are you asking me for? It's not like I have any say in the matter.
Don't pretend. We both know Commander Eldin gave you a chance to refuse. And you didn't.
So the Empire's finished, is it? But that's what they're all saying. That the great and glorious Garlemald slit its own throat.
Oh, you're not wrong. When small streamers, the best chats I've noticed. I mean, you're not wrong. Like, there's so much like variety to bigger streams, honestly. Fantaniel is that kid whose parents never disciplined, so now he goes around like a crazy baby. I don't know about that. Like, you're not wrong, but it's a little weird. Is this slash playtime off? Oh god. Over 1,500 hours and 14 by now. I have over 3,000, so... I hear mostly negative things about WoW right now, like their new expansion was rather half-baked. They're the most natural-looking light I've seen in Seth's stream. Yeah, that's actually because it is natural lighting, so... Because, I mean, it's, like, there's still kind of sun outside right now. For now, at the least. He's kind of like a Joker, but not as likable. Yeah, or not as charming is the word you're looking for. Because likable, like Joker isn't likable, but he has a certain charm to him. I've been playing for 6 months. If you have half your playtime, fair.
And now, from out of its twitching carcass crawls the Telophoroi with bloody Xenos at its head. I fought for Garlemald. Killed for Garlemald. What was I part of? I need to know. Whatever it is, I need to know.
Very well. If your hearts are set on this, I shall not stand in your way.
Yeah, we're talking about Batman's Joker, not a Persona Joker. I actually know next to naught of Persona Joker, so there's no reason to live except to watch the world burn. Yeah, Batman Joker's a fucking disgusting. He really is. But in a good way? No. Like, not in a good way, in a charming way. He has that charm to him. It's like nothing about him is good. He's a good villain. Okay, I'll give him that, actually. I'll give you that one. The Joker is a good villain.
If you've finished with your touching display of camaraderie, I have a question. Which tower are you planning to investigate, exactly?
Fist bump, yeah. Because we're bros. I mean, like, when the sensei, he's a good villain. You know, no. I totally get you, Jones. Yeah. Like, what do you mean like that? Yeah,
well,
it makes sense.
The one in Girabani is said to be tightly guarded. It's patrol after patrol out there, apparently. We'd be spotted before we got anywhere near it. Which is why we've set our sights on the one in Pagalthan instead. There shouldn't be anything like as many Imperials to worry about down there.
Even so, I doubt the local Amalja will look kindly on it if they catch you sneaking around in their territory.
Historic moment there, fist bumps.
Fordola and I had a chance to learn the lie of the land in our previous forays there. We might still find trouble, but at least we won't lose our way.
Time for my trial. So be right. Yeah, for sure, Jones. Ooh, exclamation point would be good. That's not a bad idea.
Well, we'd best not keep them waiting any longer.
Mayhap when all of this is over, we could take another trip to Loxeld. I would have you know I've become a rather capable swimmer since our last visit.
I'll believe that when I see it. Though, to be fair, getting into deep water does seem to be a scion's lot in life. Take care, eh?
That's fair. That's honestly fair. I'm gonna run the new dungeon with you, Seth. You have decided, okay.
It means a lot, you know. You coming with me.
I'll still owe you for saving my skin, don't I? Can't return the favour if I'm not there.
I dare say you'll get your chance before long. That Fandaniel sounds like a tricky customer. Too much for the likes of me, anyway.
Black, no. At least for the first run of stuff, I am going with a tank at the very least. Because I learn those fights best as tank, as well as like what I'm trying to look for and stuff like that. So I will, like, I'll probably do Black Majors and whatnot maybe later. We'll see. But I'm also gonna try to see if I can get into yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I can get into FF7 and Paladin. Okay. I do have my new Paladin sword, so yeah, I'll show that off in the meantime.
But we both know I'd just be another soldier if it weren't for my gift. And I need to be a damn sight more than that given what's coming. I realise I can't hold a candle to a hero like the Warrior of Light, or Alphino for that matter. He might look like he's 12, but he's seen more action than most people see in a lifetime.
He's not wrong.
No, the fact is I'm nothing like them, and maybe I never will be. But I'll be damned if I don't try. They're counting on me. On us. So let's give it our all.
He does not want for conviction, that much is certain. So let us have faith in him. Him and Fordola both.
Now, what does he mean by action? Just wondering. Oh my god. not gonna lie, now Ship Fordola and are involved. I was literally actually gonna mention that too. I noticed that, like, he kind of seems to have at least a bit of an interest in Fordola. And Fordola's a tsundere all the way, so she may actually just like him back. But yeah, by action he means what's it called? He literally just means like fighting action and like getting into the fray of things and like, getting like deep water and whatnot. But yeah, not the naughty kind of action, that bad. Alphino is barely what, like 18 now? Gripes. 7th-size Grah himself. Oh my god, dude.
While they see to the towers, I would attend to another task. Chasing down this lunar Bahamut.
Oh god.
Ah, bloody thing. Can you hear me? It's Tataru. I'm happy to say we've managed to find Estinian.
Oh, Estinian.
And I'm
sorry to say, he went running off again the moment we told him about Bahamut.
Of course he did, because it's a dragon.
But he did mutter something about heading to Ishgard, so if you're quick, you might still be able to catch him.
Okay, cool. I'm not bad, I'm good. Oh my god. I bring the bad stuff to Chad to make the innocence of it lower. Sorry, I think this is a dungeon. No worries, Jones.
Even if we set out this instant, he may already have left by the time we arrive. Have her send the Bonanza to Ishgard. It may prove useful should we need to give chase.
Gladly. I'll see to it as soon as Kryl and I get back to the Rising Stones. Good luck.
Has a bottle of liquor, that better be
While you
sake.
go off on your dragoon hunt, Urianger and I will return to headquarters. We have much to tell the others.
Alphabet is like
I wish
16
you every
physically.
success in your search for our elusive friend. May we all meet again ere long.
Alphabet and Alice are like 17 physically. Yeah, they're like 17 right now. They were like 16 in like A Realm Reborn, like 15, 16 in A Realm Reborn. They're 17 by Stormblood's end. And, well, Shadowbringers made them 18, basically. New achievement, alcoholism. Oh my god. But yeah, Shadowbringers made them 18 until they no longer were. Shadowbringers, the gates have opened. Lude the twin. So Estinian was bound for Ishgard. Whatever it is that brings him home, we must hope that it will keep him there long enough for us to find him. Come, there is no time to lose. Ah, someone's excited. So that's what Graham meant by throw wide the gates. Oh my god. May expanse contract. Eons become instant. Throw wide the gates. No looting Reen though. Bad, I agree. No one touches Reen. All present? Good. Let us split up and search for Estinian. Since we're relatively new to this place, Graha and I will look around the open places, squares, markets and whatnot. You and Sapphire can delve into the nooks and crannies. Very well. Let's reconvene at the airship landing later, with or without Estinian. Good luck! I think I shall begin this at the Skysteel manufactory, or perhaps you could try the congregation? Lucia may, well, have heard news from our friend's return. I mean, Squeenix did it first. Have you seen Hiatus? Kaya got them DSLs, though. Except Kaya jumps off cliff. Oh my god. Yunonras, I do highly recommend if you want to know like who it is they're talking about. Google is your best friend. Just look up like FF14 Gaia, and you should be able to get your results. No, no. So maybe since several latches, by the way. Good evening to you, Warrior of Light. Lord Emmerich sends word that you would have been attending the meeting in Alamigo, so I gather you have not come in search of him. To what then do we owe the pleasure of your visit? I see. No, we were not aware Celestinian had returned to Ishgard, but as I expect you remember, he is wont to come and go as he pleases. Mayhap he came seeking an audience with Lord Emmerich, only to find him absent? In any event, I am afraid I cannot help you. Perhaps one of your companions has fared better. Examine different types of session. Okay. I mean, I can't wait until later today until we swap to FF7. I mean, well, the thing is that we showed him a scene from Crisis Core. Okay, we gotta go to Enter the Master Logicum. But we showed him a scene from Crisis Core, so he got to see that actual like 3D model, like the nice 3D model of Sephiroth.
No sign of him. Not that I've ever met him before, but the way Alphino goes on about him, I'm fairly sure I could pick him out in a crowd.
Alphino just fawning over Estinian, so that's a thing, right? We'll watch again, big, massive, meaty sword and beautiful lashes. It's a great fight scene, though. It's so good. This is a great scene, is it?
Speaking of which, it does seem awfully quiet. If the erstwhile Azure Dragoon had returned to Ishgard, would it not be a source of general excitement?
I would have bet a month's salary it was Chief Nutter. You'd have lost. I always lose when I bet.
First the Scion's Coinkeeper, and now you. I'm beginning to think these meetings are more than mere coincidence.
What's up, my dude? It's been a while, Estinian.
Not that I'm complaining. It's been too long.
Too long?
He think...
You look an ilm taller and twice as rugged. It suits you, Alphino. Quieter, though. Have you been giving him lessons on how to be the strong, silent type?
I am not Alphino! If the two of you are such firm friends, perhaps you should remember what he looks like. And what do you mean, rugged?
I wasn't ready for this. Oh my god. I know she mentioned it. I completely forgot that. Did he not know that that Alphino had a twin? Hey, I wasn't ready for that. Oh my god. Who's the girl with the coolest ponytail? Her? She is Alice. She is the twin sister to Alphino. I can't forget this scene. My drink.
Oh, had my brother mentioned what an oaf you are, I'd never have bothered looking for you in the first place.
Estinian Wormblood, the Azure Dragoon. He who fought and felled the dread worm Nidhogg at the Warrior of Light's side. I think the day would come when I should see this living legend with my own eyes.
Oh, he's so fanboy! Oh, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Oh my god.
Would someone mind explaining what is going on?
Is everything all right? I thought I heard Alize shouting.
Estinian is just like, help me. Grab that boy again. Oh my god.
Estinian! It's been too long.
Alize's pissed. She is. Oh my god.
No, it's quite understandable. That was hardly the first time we've been confused for one another. Nor, I suspect, will it be the last.
Graha, fanboy Graha is best boy. He really is, honestly.
I, for one, will not be making that mistake again.
Estinian was like, I feared for my life for a moment there. I saw my life flash before my eyes the moment I realized I fucked up. This continues last week so much better as well. Good timing.
What I will say, for the second time today, is that you've grown. Inside and out. I can tell.
One can't remain a spoiled little lordling forever, you know.
Fair. For Estinian, the only one left out of the loop.
Someone's having a good time.
Poor thing.
You know, when we were growing up, Alphino would never befriend other boys because he couldn't stand the thought of not being in charge. But maybe that's changed. He seems just as happy around Estinian as he does Arenvald.
No, that's interesting. Perhaps he sees them as brothers he never had. I think he learned how to talk with people rather than at them. Oh, you can't keep him all to yourself for... Oh, I don't know which one to go for. Is thinking I have not felt such fury since Nidhogg. I think even the Dark Knight teachers in the loop. Probably. Damn it, I don't know which one I want to go for. I'm gonna go with this one. Oh, was a coolest ponytail is your character. Oh, yes. Her. Oh, you mean this ponytail? Yes, this is my character here. How about today? Well, you can't keep him all to yourself forever.
Keep him to my... You're joking, aren't you? I'd be glad if someone would take him off my hands.
Savage.
No rest for the righteous, eh? Speaking of which, I was just on my way to borrow an airship to take me to Azisla.
Oh.
Azisla? How could I forget? The dragon with whom Bahamut shared the deepest of bonds.
We're finally going to talk to Tiamat? Are we gonna set her free?
Aye, Tiamat, his mate. Even now she remains imprisoned on Azisla, though her remorse binds her faster than any shackle.
Is she a tsundere? Who? My character or Alice?
I see. As the one who first summoned Bahamut, you believe she may be able to shine some light on his latest incarnation.
That is a fair assumption.
Might I suggest that we make the journey to Azisla together? I'm not sure if Tataru mentioned this, but we Scions have an airship of our own now.
I see no reason why not. Assuming your sister can bear the thought of sharing a deck with me.
Alice? No. For Dola, the other woman with like the bob cut with like the orange red hair, she's more of a tsundere. Where like she gives off the outward like appearance of like no fuck you, but on the inside she's like no wait, come back, I love you, kind of thing.
Be my guest. But confuse me with Alphino again, and I'll throw you overboard. I don't know who he thinks he is, but he's nothing like Alphino painted him to be.
I will admit, he is not exactly as I imagined him either. Based on what I had read of the man, I think I was expecting someone a little less blunt.
Alice is also Sindri. You think so? I don't know. Oh my, I just realized that she's given that like pouty face. For Dola, Bakavish, thwap, thwap, thwap. Wait, that's funny that she had a full-on like pouty face and everything. Oh, we're already here. Thank you, MSQ. I love you. Tiamat summoned Bahamut once before. She may have again, willfully or no. So this is Delta Quadrant, where countless dragons yet lie imprisoned, the great Tiamat among them. Not to complain, but I didn't expect to find myself here again quite so soon. That reminds me of the Badger song. Oh, badgers, 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 mushrooms, mushrooms, badgers, badgers. It has been quite some time since I last set foot on Azizla, but I understand that you three were here rather more recently. I don't suppose you chanced to meet with Tiamat during your visit? Alas, we had no cause to set foot here in the Delta Quadrant, but I have studied the relevant records, which is not to say I wouldn't appreciate a first-hand account on your dealings with her. Well then, Sapphire is the person to ask. As far as I know, she's the only one of us to have met Tiamat face to face. It auto-teleports you places here, it's so fucking nice. I agree! Auto-teleportation is nice! Even not your main and let's just say, it helped that Midgard Sormer was there to introduce me. Ah yes, you were a friend of her father. I too have met with Tiamat. Really? After the Dragon Song War came to a close, I came here to speak with her, a worm who had fought her own against man in another age. Oh, her own war against man in another age. I cannot speak. Oh my god. I wish to know if she yet harbored thoughts of vengeance and asked as much. She said no. My hatred for your kind was extinguished long ago. But the guilt she feels for resurrecting Bahamut burns undimmed. It torments her even now. I see. Then your original reason for coming here was out of concern that Tiamat had reinforced to summon Bahamut. Nidhogg is a part of me. I feel his emotions as my own, and I don't know why he would not allow his sister to be into a tool of evil. In his absence, it falls to me to watch over her. Ooh, oh! Pizza? I didn't know pizza was in this game. Hello. Is that new? Might as well. Stepping into that is healing from an infection is now gone hurts. Aw, I'm sorry. I haven't felt pain in so long. This MSQ, no, that's been out since 5.4. Wait, what's been out? Oh, since 5.4. Okay. Oh, then it is relatively new then. Login queue. Oh, I'm sorry, Nopi. Tiamat awaits. This way. Any day now. Improved load times. There's login queues. Yeah, if there's a lot of people that are already logged in and are logging in at the same time, then yeah, there's. I forgot that this area changes to the freaking primogenitor theme. Dude, that's awesome. But yeah, it's to help with like preventing DDoSes and whatnot. Total playtime 10, 15 days, 17 hours, 33 minutes. Oh wow. My sire's mortal companion, what bringeth thee back to this forsaken place, child of man? One time I had a login queue is when I used to play Smite. Well, I mean, this is an MMO RPG, so.
It's plain she knows naught of recent events. Perhaps you should enlighten her.
So, Lunar Bahamut now exists. And there's a whole bunch of shit going on in the Empire. I get them every time I log on. Really? That my sins should be repeated. I sensed not the faintest stirring. As to who could have called him forth, I know of none save the dragons of Mercedia, our children. The icon claimed their souls when he manifested, and robbed of their will, they became tools for the Elegant's dark designs. At least the game is booming. Yes, it is. And just about, yeah. All right. And there's a crazy kid. Yep, there's a crazy kid.
I've seen it with my own eyes. Captives of a lost empire, neither alive nor dead, existing only to preserve Bahamut's corporeal form.
Her grandfather, Louis Soir. Yes, the dragons of Mercedia are at the mercy of this Asian. There can be no other explanation. Accursed Asians, vile minions of darkness. Again, you would profane the memory of my beloved and strip our children of their freedom and the dignity. Are there no depths to which you will not stoop? Man, I feel bad for her.
Your children's pain means nothing to them. They laugh at your kind suffering.
Oh, that was a little blunt, Astidian, but I get you. Oh my god. Isn't Bahamut an OG character from the old games? Yes, in every iteration that Bahamut has come into the Final Fantasy series, he's always known as the King of the Dragons. Not always is he made to be playable, but he as far as Final Fantasy lore goes, if you ever meet him, he is the king of the dragons and typically the most powerful iterations of dragons within the game itself. In most cases, not always, but in most cases, if you acquire his power, you will be allowed to summon him, and he does a massive amount of damage to enemies that you summon him forth for. And yeah, so yeah, basically his signature technique is a move by the name of Mega Flare. And yes, Dragon Mommy is Angie. I very much agree, Sarah.
But tears will not right this wrong, nor will lamentation see the perpetrators punished.
What would did thou have from me, Slayer of Dragons?
Behavior befitting a great worm. We came here to ask mighty Tiamat of the First Brood.
What are you doing?
Consort of Bahamut, mother of the dragons of Mericidia. What she intends to do about the crimes committed against her children.
Estinian. Were I free, I would answer thine insolence with fire. But words shall have to suffice. Yes, in Final Fantasy XIV, Bahamut is dead. He died, was resummoned by Tiamat, thinking that it would help be like an answer to their salvation as dragons. But instead, all that was done was the bad guys essentially had her summon a very corrupted version of Bahamut to just do their bidding, and then Bahamut was inevitably killed. But yeah, usually Bahamut is a summon, just a game mechanic, usually the most powerful. Yes, or maybe not the most powerful, but one of the most powerful. Yeah, Bahamut usually isn't the most powerful, but he's usually one of the most powerful summons as a game mechanic goes. Recall, mortals, that it was I who did summon my beloved, praying with all my being to bring him forth. You who contend with icons cannot well be ignorant of the consequence.
You too were exposed to his influence. That you are yet in possession of your own will is testament to the indomitable strength of your soul. But were you to meet with Bahamut again, you fear you might succumb.
Indeed. Ask the Dragon Slayer, and he will tell thee the power we of the First Brood wield. Were I to lose myself to the Icon's influence, all would pay the price. But it is of little matter, for even had I the strength to resist, I yet lack the strength to break my shackles. This prison shall be my tomb.
On the matter of Bahamut's influence, at least, I believe we can be of some assistance. If you're afraid of being enthralled, don't be. We have a cure. And while we've never tried it on one such as you, its basic principles are universal.
Speakest thou in earnest?
There is no future for those bound to the past. That you committed a terrible sin, I do not dispute. But if you feel remorse, you may yet make amends. We offer you that chance. Take it, or you will forever remain a prisoner, not of these cruel shackles, but of your own guilt.
A chance to make amends, to lay Bahamut's memory to rest. When our own star faced annihilation, Hydaelyn granted us sanctuary, and now your foes would bring about her destruction. This I cannot allow. For the debt I owe to Hydaelyn, and to all who have suffered for my sins, I shall fight with you, children of man. Yo. Do we get a new mount? Hang on. Do we get a new mount? Estidian slyly smiling. I'm back for now. Well, welcome back, Jones. Dungeon was good? Awesome. While the poxies have been shown to be effective in curing the tempered, Tima must be considered a special case. She is far, far larger and immeasurably more powerful than any subject treated thus far. Were we to remove her restraints only to find that the process had failed, we would be hard-pressed to contain her. And ever played Mass Effect 2? No, I have not. Why? Then, before going ahead, we should learn as much as we can about the exact nature of her condition. Do you suppose we can find information? We can find that information here? Why, yes, we can. We can indeed. The Elegans kept detailed records on all of the notable captives, and I know exactly where to look. No particular reason. Okay. We shall leave that to you then. In the meantime, the rest of us can turn our thoughts to the removal of those shackles. I know Alphino and Sapphire here well enough, but not you. Are you certain you're ready to see this through? Rest assured, Sir Estidian, that I am both ready and willing to give my all for the sake of this star. Though that is not my only reason for wanting to set Tiamat free. While I do not claim to know all of her sorrows, I too once found myself in a prison of despair, and I well understand how hard it can be to dare to dream of escape. It took the encouragement of brave souls than I am to make me take the first step towards a brighter future, and now I would hope Tiamat do the same. I gather you are not as long as you. Mayhap when our work is done, we could trade tales over a pot of Tataru's famous tea. And be in debt her for the leaves and hot water? I think not. Man, this man's keeping it real. He knows Tataru. He's all like, dude, if we go get tea from Tataru, the bitch is gonna make me pay. Like, actually pay for that. It gives me Arctic Mass Effect, but instead it charges a bit more ME2 maps. Really? I see. Turning swiftly to the task at hand, then. I believe the nodes governing Tiamat's restraints are located in the sector known as the flagship. Ah, yes, we're familiar with it. The Etherochemical Research Facility in particular. Oh, you may wish to take this. A spirit vessel containing a small amount of my blood. Said his conspiracy to Tataru secretly a syndicate, right? Which you happen to be carrying around with you. I suppose that I can see him rather on. To explain, Rambros, Urion-J, and I are researching researching the use of spirit vessels and transfers of not only memories, but the traits of certain bloodlines, so I can keep one at the ready should an opportunity to test our theories arise. As for its use to you, you may recall during our previous visit, the nodes here granted access to restricted functions, having identified me as being the royal blood. And armed with that spirit vessel, I posit that they will do the same for you, even in the absence of, well, the rest of me. It seemed worth a try at least. Agreed. We will take good care of it. To the flagship, then. I wish I saw your reaction to the meeting City for the first time. Dude, wait, did no one clip that? It's in the VOD, like, not too long ago. Dude, I was laughing. That was so funny. Let us split up and search the flagship for the node that controls Tiamat's restraints. But should you find a likely candidate, do not be tempted to make any adjustments. It would not do to accidentally release some manner of experimental monstrosity, nor does Tiamat herself in her current state. Our objective at this stage is simply to identify the relative node or nodes. Once we have learned what we can, we should reconvene and compare notes prior to proceeding. Sounds good to me. It was pretty great. It was so good. I was not ready. I had completely forgotten that, like, whether or not Estinian knew or not, whether Alphino was a twin or not. Data link with Delta Quadrant broken. Possible cause intruder interference. Advise deployment of automated combat units. Proceed. Friction between metallic components detected. Temperature increasing to critical levels. Please replace damaged parts or retreat to a safe distance. Someone up here? Oh, it's over here. And Catboy's wide-eyed anime reaction. Dude, his fanboy was great. Bloop, bloop. Warning. Scheduled dragon restraint maintenance due in negative 2020 years. Failure to verify system integrity may result in unscheduled specimen release. Wow, 2020 years? That's insane. I'm afraid Estinian and I have little to show for our efforts. Did you find anything? The most uwu scene yet, Lord. A node which smelled like burned hair? Oh my god. Yes, a chirruping node which simultaneously warned me of neglecting the dragon restraints. I might argue mechanical sentries of that city hope. Spontaneously, you say? It does sound promising. Suspiciously so, in fact. Then you were in possession of the spirit vessel. I dare say it is indeed the node of which Graha spoke. And it was chirruping, he said? Very well. Let us take a closer look. Cutscene? Nope. Do you wish to operate the dragon restraint mechanisms? No. You do not have the requisite access privileges. Operation of the dragon restraint mechanisms may only be undertaken by the chief technologist and members of the royal family. Are those with a vessel full of royal blood, perhaps? Fa la 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 la. Blip. New user detected. Commencing biometric authentication. And we wipe again. La 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 la. Bloop. Authentication complete. User identified as member of the royal family. Please state your name. Oh. I kind of want to put it on Estinian. Alphabet. I kind of want to put it. I don't know. You know what? I'll have it. Oh, alright. I'll do it with alphabet. Alphino Levayer. But that's just confusing. I'm using, as you may find my name, I must ask that you use Sapphire Shadow Flare, please. Nope. User name changed. Welcome, Sapphire Shadow Flare. You may operate the dragon restraint mechanisms when ready. Meep bloop. Error. Unable to disengage restraints of the specimen Tiamat. A system update is required. A system update? What do you suppose it is asking of us? Just smash it to pieces, and then you smash it with the hammer! I could hazard a guess. Well, that's more than I can say. Confounded bloody thing. User agitation detected. Initiating guidance program. Bloop. In order to operate the restraint mechanism, I require access to the central control system. However, I am unable to establish a link to said system due to the obsolescence of my own software. Okay. This issue can be resolved by applying a system update using the corresponding terminal located within the flagship. Okay. So this thing can release... So can this thing release the restraints or not? It can, only once it received the requisite system update as far as I can tell. Until which time it'll float there spewing nonsense. User dissatisfaction detected. Initiating placation protocols. Bloop. I am here to help. Rest assured that I will be on hand to guide you through every step of the system update process. How gratifying. But I dare say, we will fare better with guidance than without it. For vengeance! Oh, that's cool. Bloop. Guiding user to terminal. This way, please. And here we have the illustrious warring triad. The fiend, the demon, and the goddess. Let's see. According to the terminal, the central control system is presently employing software version 56.135. Dare I ask which version are you employing? Why? Software version 42.002, of course. Bleep bloop. Warning. Errors detected in the data management system. Estimated time for update 5 years, 1 day. Jesus Christ! This is rather long time. Rather longer than we were hoping. Aren't there any other options, for instance, using this terminal to operate Tiamat's restraint instead? Bloop. The proposed method is indeed an option. Please be warned, however, that the procedure may have changed as a result of the system update, and my instructions may no longer be accurate. Well, I can't imagine that it will have changed all that much. As long as we pay due attention to any discrepancies, but as said, we should be able to muddle our way through. Don't bother trying to explain. Just tell me if we've made any progress. I would say so, yes. It does, however, require that I remain here to operate the terminal. I shall inform you via Link Pro once I am ready to release the shackles. It might be best if you left the spirit vessel with me. I may yet have use for it. Rest assured, I will be certain to return to Graha to you once this is over. Just a little more work and Tiamat will be free. But before we go any further, there's something I would know. When Tiamat and her kin fought against the Allagan Empire, both sides were but dancing to the tune of the Ascians. And it was the same in Ishgard when they stoked the fires of conflict between man and dragon from the shadows. All that the Ascians touch turns to ash, and thus have you made it to your mission to fight them. But there have been times where you tried to reach out to them instead to find common ground. And so I must ask, what do you intend to do with Van Daniel? Will you try to reach out to him too? I don't know why I didn't think that was gonna be a dialogue option. I should have expected it. I got it. I was so leaning toward. I'm so wanting to lean towards this one, but I almost feel like I need to do this one. I will try, yes, and if that fails, I'll remember him. I see. Little point in reasoning with the wretch, or remembering him for that matter. But perhaps that's the difference between you and me. You see the good in people, even if it be but the faintest glimmer. I only hope you do not come to rue your benevolence. You think us unwise for viewing the world thus? Far from it. That has ever been your way, as I learned when we journeyed together with Iceheart. Yet the fact remains that there are some who view compassion as a weakness to be exploited, and there may come a time when you extend the hand in friendship only to wish that you had dealt the killing blow. So, save your mercy for those who deserve it. Well, we should be getting back to our task. If Alphino has things in hand here, I suggest we rejoin the others. Alright, so I am assuming that we're gonna set Tiamat free and then go storm one of the towers, and then like whatever else happens thereafter is basically gonna be like just this whole like little bit of the story that they added. Justinian told me all is well, but nothing more. Honestly, it's like getting blood out of a stone with him. I take it from Alphino's absence that he's needed elsewhere? Yep. Yeah, he's gonna be activating the machine, and we're gonna be here. Such upbeat music flying through what looks like hell. The music actually comes with the mount. That dragon mount is a possible drop from a certain extreme trial, like extreme difficulty boss, in where the music being played is actually the boss song. Well, that must sound rather frustrating, but you got there in the end. While you were off talking to Nodes, Graha and I were learning as much as we could about Tiamat's condition. our readings confirm that her etherical balance leans strongly towards the umbral, and that was the case with kobolds. Therefore, all the other things being equal, the treatment should work. The difficulty lies in the sheer quantity of ether with which we must contend. Multiple applications of the treatment will inevitably be required if we are to reverse the effects of the tempering completely. Meaning, I need all the ether I can get. Thank you in advance. Although this endeavor will ask much of us, we do have one reason to be optimistic. Namely that Tiamat shows no sign of fanatical devotion, suggesting a milder case of tempering than that suffering by the kobolds. Tiamat saw Bahamut as her equal rather than a god. Might that have made a difference? Now that you mention it, it very well might. She might not have believed it necessary to defer to his will. But enough talk. It's time to put our theories to the proof. Tell Alphino to disengage the restraints and theoretical dampers. I'm counting on you, Angelo. It's nice. I realized I didn't, but yeah. It's so nice that they're bringing back the Heavensward music because this has to deal with Heavensward discrepancies. Oh, I love this. Ah, such warmth. The frost that shroudeth my soul doth begin to thaw. But what are these? Visions of days long forgotten? Of war with the men of Alag? Wherefore do such baleful memories return to me now? Could it be the process of restoring her soul to its pre-tempered state is awakening ancient memories? Or might it be the opposite is true? If so, by helping her recall her past, we may be able to speed her recovery. Sapphire, she trusts you. Speak to her. Ask her to tell you of times past. Nerd. Hi, Gecko. What's up, dude? Tell me about Bahamut and the Asians. I don't remember much of my encounter with Tiamat the first time around. Really? No, for a long time, and even every time that I came back to Islam, I'm always like, I really wish we could have saved Tiamat. Like, I really wish that there was something we could do, because she's just trapped here, like, and helpless. Like, I really wish that there was something we could do to set her free. Beat Nier and Diamond Extreme recently? Nice, dude. What'd you think of Nier and Diamond Normal, at least, and Extreme? How is the Extreme? I haven't tried the Extreme yet. Ah, Bahamut. My beloved, would that the peace we found in the Mericidia could have lasted for eternity. But alas, it was not to be. The Asians saw that. In all creation, I know of none more wicked. It was at their behest that the men of Alag first came to rule onto Mericidia, unto our home. Where's my oversoul? The tale began when Bahamut and I left our father's side. We took wing in search of a place to make our eyrie. The weapon story's line is good. Yes, it's so good. I cried twice and choked up once. Beyond the southern ocean, we discovered a lush and fertile land. It would come to be known as Mericidia by the children of mine, though many years were to pass before they crossed the seas. Nier story was kind of disappointing to me. Aw. I like the Nier story. Upon our arrival, we were welcomed by the peaceful people of the forest, kin of the trees, surrounded by nature's bounty. Bahamut and I had found a place to raise our young. fascinating. This correlates with the writings of the Shylian scholar Rurusha. She posits that man first settled on the southern continent towards the end of the Second Astral Era. Correctly, it would appear. If only she were with us to hear the tale from Tiamat herself. Diamond EX is just like parties for. Oh, really? I mean, it was fun, but I expected more twists. Ah, gotcha. Again, Angelo. When the first of the children of man arrived on our shores, no foot did they set in those places over which we held dominion. Such was their fear of dragonkind. As they kept their distance, so did we let them be. Yet as the days went by, ship after ship appeared upon the horizon, bearing ever more of their brethren, who divided the vast land amongst themselves. For a time, they knew peace and prosperity, but as their numbers grew, the smaller their share came to seem, and soon they began to covet the territory of their fellows. Ere long, man fought man. Blood was answered with blood, and none could see an end to the strife, until one day they came to us. Recognizing our wisdom, they entreated us to intercede their conflicts. Bahamut agreed, and with him presiding over their affairs of man, the land knew peace once more. This is cool, getting much more backstory than what we got last time. Alas, those golden days of harmony too were fated to end, for the men of Alag slew my beloved and I. In my rage and sorrow, heeded the envenomed words of the Ascians. The rest thou knowest only too well. Oh my god, sorry. The music is like putting me at like such ease right now. But your tale doesn't have to end there. When you are free, we'll rid the world of the Ascians together. And you and your beloved will have justice. Fine sentiments, but you're almost spent. I'll keep watch from above. If the treatment fails, run. Ugh. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I swear when this is over. Keep going, Alice. The magic is working. I knew this wasn't going to be easy. No patient could have prepared me for treating a great worm. But we're close, I can feel it. And while I've only got a few more drops of ether left to give with years and grahas, this will work. Then I believe I speak for the both of us when I say you may take as much as you require. Careful, I might hold you to that. Alright, here I go. Ba-da-da-da-da. Get enough people doing the quest there, right?
No. I'm almost there.
You got this! The road that we want is on
This is it, Angelo!
the ground. Their way, just a the words empty. Stop tomorrow. Yes, I feel it. The icon's grip groweth weak.
Did it work?
We won't know for certain until the shackles are removed.
Answer me this, children of men. Can my kindred be saved in like manner?
Many have been subjected to the Allagan's dark arts, their flesh irrevocably altered. For such tortured souls, I fear there can be no salvation.
Damn, man. Just in time to call Seth a weenie. What's up, Zoe? How are you doing? My children, should you hearken unto my call, we shall fly together once more. But should you not, I shall grant you peace. Better to die than to live as a tool of evil. You too would wish this, I know, and I shall do as I must.
When that time comes, you won't be alone. We'll stand by you.
Also, what's up, dude?
So,
Thou hast my gratitude, little one. Did you want to share?
Sure, what? Huh? Oh no, dude, I'm just taking a break.
Okay.
I wrote so much for this subclass that it's like super dense, and I'm just taking a break.
Gotcha.
Alphino's ready. It's time.
What subclass? Hi, lad.
What's up? I decided I wanted to start making lore-based subclasses.
And let's hope the treatment worked as it should.
That one is one of them. The Warlock.
Music in the new dungeon is lit. Shame I haven't gotten it in the roulette yet. Oh, really? Power Ranger?
No, not the Power Ranger. That's on my list of things to do.
We're finally saving Tiamat. Let's go!
It's the Pact of the Six Blades. What did you do to the Warlock?
Oh, you are so cool! Bahamut, my beloved. For vengeance and atonement, I rise. 2 whole expansions later, I know!
Is Tiamat's voice supposed to be soothing?
By the gods!
Something like that, yeah. Like,
I expect some like
soothing and grandeur.
Okay, I expect some kind of like bassy.
No, so the voice acting they give the dragons is not in any known language. They have the tone for it, which I am just mimicking.
Okay. Shit. Okay, that's weird, dude. Sure. Water.
A lot of things getting resolved 2 expansions later. Yeah, I say it's more grandiose. Yeah, there you go.
That's fair.
Yeah, nope.
Urianger, your timing could not be better.
Dragon design, though.
Yeah, I love her design. It's so
Understood,
good.
we're on our
The
way.
head is like western, but the body is very eastern.
It's Bahamut. He's been sighted over Pagalthan.
Oh, fun. All right.
He flies for the largest Amalja settlement in the region, at the head of a vast host, including dragons.
Is this gonna be a fight, or sorry, not a fight, but the fight against Lunar Bahamut?
Did you hear all that, Alphano? You
Don't
best
answer
rejoin
that.
your comrades. I'll make my own way. Our enemy awaits. Shall we?
Yeah, dude, that's so cool. I love the color that they gave her too. And she's lamenting the death of her mate even now, of course. The dragons are immortal, so they always perceive the present. Yep. For her, he just died. Yeah, there you go.
That face is very Leviathan.
It is, actually. When the Dragoon jumps. Let's go!
Have you ever just wanted to ride Tiamat in battle? Pretty dope mount, I'm not gonna lie.
That is a dope scene, though. Well, I'm sure you're desperate to join us today in Tiamat in battle. 'Twould be wiser to gather the full strength of the Scions first. The foe we face demands no less. Smoked chicken! Yes! I need more of those.
What is that massive pea? Jesus.
Oh, welcome to patch day.
Can you
There were
remove
more
their
people
names?
yesterday. Yes.
Oh, why don't you?
Oh, because there usually isn't this many people.
Should you?
Not really. There's no real demand to. Gosh, Catboy's such a dork and I love him for it. I'm logging on. Alright. And yeah, he really is a dork. The flames of war.
Tiamat better drop some flames.
I will say I really do love Grahatia's staff. I have already sent word to the others. We are to rendezvous in Ul'dah at the Hall of Flames. Oh, okay, that makes even more sense. Now just let us collect Alphado and be on our way. 4 hours until emergency maintenance, by the way. I'm just doing MSQ, dude, and then I'll swap over to FF7. I'm gonna healer DPS for you. Whichever you want to do, Sarah. I'm gonna tank, so. Yeah, for sure, I like his design. Yeah. Nader cuts CWC. Alright. Wait, is it automatically teleporting me to? Yo, wait, are the? I love this game so much. They've been recently adding a lot more of like once you finish the quest line in one area, they automatically teleport you to the next area.
That is much nicer.
It is a nice quality of life change. Of foe we face, we know but little. Though time be of the essence, we must not stint our preparations, lest our haste to fly to the aid of the Almalsha cost us our best chance of victory. How did I not stumble over that?
I have no idea, dude. Anyways.
Was it a dungeon, by the way? Oh no, I could tell from the look of that. And also with the fact that I'm getting a choice of materia. By a happy coincidence, Krylo and I were in the process of concluding our inquiries when news reached us of Lunar Bahamut's return. There is much to discuss, but you will have to wait.
Oh god, Lunar Bahamut.
Yep. First the spate of abductions. Wow, how could I not? Okay. First the spate of abductions. Holy tits! And now an attack on a. Oh my god. I'll answer them momentarily. Homeland, what did the Telafroi aim to achieve with all this? As I'm pretty sure you recall, Arenvald and Fordola were bound for Pagathan. I pray they have not come to any harm.
You got the first one so good, and then the rest you've been flubbing so hard.
Urianger was like, I got you. Now go try the other English.
Your single brain cell has been spent.
If you're worried about me, don't be. I've got some rest during the flight, and now I feel ready for anything. Alright, let me...
Alright, I'm gonna go work on the subclass a bit more.
Alright.
I'm right now just cutting it down in terms of wording and moving things in different locations, so organization.
Now, I know some of you could do with the rest, but I'm sorry to say that Telophoroi have other plans. Panglathon is already under siege. Voice chat? Maybe in a bit. Neuron activated. I know. Happily, the Immortal Flames arrived just in time to join the defensive effort with Marshal Taropin at the head. Well now, given the failure of the peace negotiations, I was uncertain how the Sultanate would respond. It is good to hear that Ul'dah has not abandoned the Amalsha. Abandoned them? Did we not profess to be their friends? Oh! Hi, Nanamo. Your Grace! Marshal Taropin had made provisions for such an exigency. Wow, okay. And was ready to depart at a moment's notice. All that was required was the agreement of the Syndicate, which of whom voted in favor of intervention. Nor is Ul'dah alone in its resolve. The other Alliance nations have likewise dispatched their troops to Panglathon. Yet, even with our combined strength, we shall be sorely tested, for we face not only the might of the Imperial Legion, but Lunar Bahamut and his draconic horde besides. Tiamat's children. And 5.5 MSQ, nice! Fight them as we may, victory is by no means assured. But not all of the omens are grim. Our forces report that despite their proximity to Lunar Bahamut, none of the Amalsha show any signs of tempering. Strange. What primal would turn down a chance to claim new thralls? Unless it is incapable of doing so. Primals are not wont to serve a master, Ascians or otherwise. It may well be that Lunar Bahamut differs in some fundamental manner from those we have previously encountered. I think they are teasing us with the new class. Really? If that were true, anyone could fight him. And Sapphire and the others like her wouldn't have to shoulder the burden alone. Yeah, so I heard, really. Be that as it may, Lunar Bahamut remains an incalculably powerful foe whom our soldiers will struggle to best through mere force of arms. With the aid of the Scions, however, I believe they will fare rather better, assuming that is that you are ready to take the field. An airship awaits to bear you to the front. Pray set forth as soon as you are able. It is what they don't show it. Okay. I, meanwhile, shall continue to coordinate our forces. Till next we meet, may the 12 bless and keep you. No, they don't. Squeenix is teasing us. It was short. It was... So, wow. I was reading shortage right underneath that, while also reading the top part of that. Hello, brain. It was kind of her to speak with us personally. You may be certain she has no shortage of other responsibilities. In-game reveal might have been cool, though. Yeah. Well, I, for one, am inclined to do as her Grace requests. Lest we forget, our involved in Fortuna... Oh my god, and Fordolar and Panglathon on a reconnaissance. The sooner we save the day, the better the chances. Indeed. To the airship, then! Okay, I'm gonna switch to Palladian here, just so that I am ready. Okay, so I do need to go there. Alright. And there's a voice job in different. Okay, yeah, for sure. Airship landing. I was like, isn't it usually at the bottom? And yeah, it was right there. I just didn't look far down enough. Greetings! We've been expecting you. But say the word and we should depart for Paglathon at once. Got it. Alright. Does anybody else want to join in? If anybody else wishes to join in, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to invite you. But yeah, see, I got my sword. And I think so. Alright. Zoe or Gecko, did you want to join in? Or do you like that for the day? Alright. No worries. Same, gotcha. No worries. Alright, give me 1 second then. Alright, let me go ahead and hop into my Discord here, Sarah. And just give me 1 moment to do so. I'm over here trying to also disconnect my controller, since it's pretty much done charging at this point. We're gonna have a general nerd? Yep. I'm gonna give you 1 second.
Hi.
Yo.
So now it's my turn. It's my turn to not tell you any of the mechanics.
Okay.
Are you liking the story?
Yes, I am.
It was cool.
Alright. I think I have everything ready. Alright, cool. Sorry, I was just raising the volume on my TV. Alright. Ready then?
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Oh yeah, no, this thing looks great, by the way.
Oh my god. Oh, Tiamat's here to kick ass.
If you like, I can tell you where Pool's at.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna just keep pulling. I I love how they decided to use the old music.
Have aggro on the big boy. Let's take an aggro from the big boy.
Yep. I got you. It's fine. I'm gonna drag him over here. Where's that one range caster out of the group of mobs? I know! Help is here? Aw. What the? Did I miss one? Oh, I guess I did. Come on. Follow the birdie. There's a lot of bitches here. This is a really cool dungeon, dude.
Oh, it's great.
I really do love that they decided to use the old song, like, oh, okay, random cannon, sure. What the fuck are you? I'm Huluk. What is that? Some of the cool effects I've never seen because I have them turned off. Critical rip. Ow. Lightning bolt. Oh. Thunder call?
Out.
Okay. Wide blaster. Oh, of course it has a blaster attack. What the hell? Oh! There was something that I missed that. It's a boss from the coils? Oh! Oh yeah, it is! I remember this thing! Okay, yeah, I get how this works now. You ever listen to gamer mode with those giving hints that now all he has to do is say racial slurs? No! You don't rest, no. Thundercall? Gamer words? Oh my god. Oh, isn't that the old style of chest?
That's the style of chest from Ifrit's.
You're in trouble. Let's split up.
Because we're in Amalja territory.
Yes, I wasn't by seeing Tiamat though. Oh god. Okay, I was like, who do I not have aggro from? Oh! It's Emmerich. Oh, really? Does it only show directions now, or did it end up actually adding positionals to the bosses themselves? Oh, really? Are they like the last boss of Nier?
Yeah, that's on all.
Yeah, that's on everything.
Oh no, you don't.
It's because things that don't have positionals typically still have things that are
Whoa! Yo, that was badass! Dude, this is awesome that Tiamat is helping. Kill them. That does so much damage! The accursed
So
war
how are you
machine.
liking the dungeon?
It is really cool. Burn them! Sorry, no, you're good. No, the dungeon is freaking awesome. I don't like the look of this though. Preparing to fire. Oh no! No 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 no. Oh, this is gonna be another axe fight? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, hello. Defensive reaction. The SCD they spiced with the trust because they don't AoE. Okay, I see how this fight works. And oh my god! And here I was gonna see if I could bait some of the extra AoE. Really? Well, I guess if anything, this is as good as any to make an ad fight more interesting. You 8 misses.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the mission.
Oh, and oh god. You might have.
No.
I died. I should have followed. And I should have healed myself. I had clemency.
Fight me. Ninja DPS. Watch me eat this laser.
Those are some slow ass rockets. Yep. Alright, well, that sucked. Yeah, hilariously enough, as far as like the slower moving things in this game goes, because we're so used to things moving fairly quickly, the slower ones make us want to, like, I guess, overreact to the, yeah. Like, the things that move more slowly make us want to overreact to them. And quick LB3, right? How do you mean?
The 11 normal is so much slower pace than the 7. I dodge things too fast.
Gotcha. And so by the time you get out of range and do the mechanic correctly, it's like you're just losing uptime.
No, I'm in front.
No me. Missing our healer. Oh, cool. Stand right here. That's 2 defensive reactions, and then the third one. Okay. So the third one is the one that boots us off.
I assume that's both testing up. My personal role.
I mean, we just got close to half right now. Missile. Ooh! I almost touched. Had that Bahamut summon though. Nice. So this is all gonna be gear that kind of looks like a Malsha looking stuff, right?
Headpiece is literally like...
They're horns, right?
Yeah.
Big ass bitch doing a mighty roar there. Oh, are we stuck here? We go down? Dear.
You have to kill this bull.
Gotcha. I'm heading out. Dude, Jones, thank you so much for coming by. I hope you have a great rest of the day. I'll see you next time. The dungeon gear looks very tribal, yes. Alright. What about this? Oh!
It's Tiamat.
I know, but she scared me.
Now we play How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh my god, dude, this is awesome. Yo! Dude, this is awesome! I've done everything except for the MSQ and Damn It EX.
I don't know if you played here, but that happened.
Oh yeah, I was expecting to be able to just go off with like what's it called, full on like auto fire, since that's what Nier basically did. God. I know, but not the only one that has the ground AoE, you know.
Are these ones stronger than this?
Yeah, to be fair though, I am mostly just like bringing them into a center point rather than dragging them into Dokkan or the Garuda stuff. The stage is 6 paths. What's up, dude? Welcome in.
What's that in my parts?
I don't give a shit about your parse. Oh, hi. So we are fighting Lunar Bahamut. Oh, I bet, dude. Use the Mega Flare? Oh! God damn! Oh, she just grounded him and we're up. Alright. Alright, I'm here. I'm ready for this.
Wait. What's
Yep.
now, people?
I was gonna do a pre-pull counter anyways.
Cool.
Twisted Scream? Yep, that was definitely the name. Twister. Whoa. Perigian Breath? What the hell? I've never heard of any of these before. From any Final Fantasy. Not even 4. Oh, that's not one. Yeah, no, I know that, but like, this is Lunar Bahamut, bro. Oh my god, why is that bitch casting Mega Flare on me? Oh, it's casting it on all. Oh, okay. I see. Oh god. Ow. Really? But my fighter fly. Oh god. Shit. Couldn't get out of it in time. Oh my god, dude. Kanurai?
Why are you... Yeah, the healer just... Okay.
Lunar Flare? What? Oh, what? Wait, hold on. Wait.
Center? Center corners. That's on Super Center.
Except playing for... That's a Giga Flare? Except playing 52 Bone Pickup? I know, something like that. Oh!
Yeah, that hits. That hits hard.
I know, it's a Giga Flare! What you expect? I don't have wings. Twisted Scream? I don't have mitigation for this. Oh, I see how this works.
When the older ones go up, you want to keep their AoE circle moved in, but after
They go across in a line.
corners.
Yep. Kanurai. Move. That's a tank buster. Yep. Giga Flare. I don't have any aim for this. Oh! Nice. GG. Oh, that looks kind of nice, actually.
The defending jacket?
Yeah.
I thought it looked like Boombi.
I mean, it's kind of... I do like the little bit of, like, the fur color that it has, but yeah. Oh. I didn't expect to get that. I only graded it.
The healing top looks really good from here.
Oh, really?
You're there.
505.
What level did they make the near here?
520. Yeah, near gear is 520. I'm assuming that there's gonna be a final dungeon that is in the next in the last half or in the second half of the MSQ for 5.5. That is probably gonna drop 515 gear.
In 5.55.
Yes. Children of man, the shade of my beloved is no more, and I shall forever, I shall be forever in your debt. And I thought it was gonna be the other way around. By your deeds are we set free, and free we shall remain. As long as I draw breath, never again shall the dragons of Mericidia hearken to the lies of the Asians. This I vow. 5.55 is up to the end of the relic. Yeah, yep. Bye, Tiamat.
Noble warriors, the dragons chose their friends well.
I think
The
there's only
Malsha?
one quest after this. But yeah, so now that you've seen it, I can talk about it. I think they pulled the trigger on Lunar Bahamut too soon.
I don't think so.
Your fallen lie beside our own.
I feel like it could have been
By
like a
our
major,
words
like,
and
plot thread
deeds,
of 6.0.
shall we honor
Oh
their
no, it was. It's just not the
sacrifice.
only one.
Well, no, it's not. It's not. It is like part of the exposition of 6.0.
No, I know that. No, that's what I'm saying.
thought
Is
it
that
was
like?
a
It's,
threat.
oh no!
Like-
Even I knew it wasn't going to be. Like if at most it would be maybe the first dungeon boss at most, but I didn't think it was gonna be like the biggest part of 6.0 by any means, because I know that Lunar Leviathan exists, Lunar what's it called, Lunar Titan, or I guess technically he goes by the name of Glacia Lobolas in that instance. But no, there is definitely more threats that I'm expecting to see kind of in 6.0. One of them being the Tower of Babil, as well as Proto Babil, and maybe some other things.
Baja bread.
Yeah. I don't think so either because of what happens next. I don't know what happens next. So I'm just gonna keep going with the story. Fine. Well, and I beside our own, by our words and deeds, shall we honor their sacrifice. Okay. We would be proud to call you our allies.
So, Sephi, did you think that you were going to cure Tiamat of temporary? You got online
you
today?
have proven yourselves worthy of our trust. It is the Garleans who are deserving of our fury.
No, I did not. I just like how the chief shows up and say his lines and then exit off the stage.
I shall see that my brethren learn the truth of this day, and rally as many as possible to the cause, till we meet again.
Seven nose boobs. Cosmically Yuki? Wait, Yuki, you changed your name? What's up, dude? How are you doing?
And thus did we make allies of the Amalja.
It would certainly seem that way. The Sultana will be pleased. Let's go and give her the good news, shall we?
Yeah, what caused you to change your name? Is it because just everyone decided to start calling you, or like referring to you as Yuki, even though like, your Twitch handle is different, or? Sometime earlier, inside the Paglathan Tower. Wow, I don't know why I couldn't say that.
Pagelthon.
Pagelthon, thank you.
Heck, man.
What the fuck?
This seems...
What in Ralga's name happened here?
The gods.
Don't you like how the
You can bet these poor sods aren't here by choice.
They walk?
You mean the flesh makes ground noises?
Quickly! We've got to get them free!
I need to.
They're still alive?
And you'll see why in a second.
No! What have I done?
Batteries?
It's too late for them. We're leaving now.
No! No! Don't you dare! We came together and we're leaving together!
And this is exactly what I was pointing toward.
Something seems to be the matter.
Yep. Sif's mind is blown. Yep. For whatever reason, I didn't think they would have at all of the primals of this world. Of 14, I mean, to make them lunar, considering that that's basically what they did with FF4, is that they just made lunar versions of the summons for you to fight as super bosses, or no, not super bosses, as optional bosses. Lunar Bahamut being one such enemy. So, huh. Huh. Well, this is gonna be interesting. By the way, GG, Sarah.
I think, my one issue with it is Bahamut was significantly stronger than Ifrit, Titan, and Garuda.
I mean, unless you make a Lunar Ultima weapon.
I mean...
Yeah.
That wasn't primal.
No, but it took on the... Which thereafter, it likely actually wouldn't even be an Ultima weapon, and that's where the threat of Proto-Babille comes in. And actually, what is the name of that hideous monstrosity from the PSP version of... was it the PSP version? I think it was. I think it was the PSP version of Final Fantasy IV. Where there is an absolute horrid like fusion of the main enemies or like the main elemental enemies that is a super boss. So they could be also trying to fuse them all, like the primals, together in order to create one super being.
We already beat that in the Ultimate Weapon.
That's what I'm saying. I know, but I'm saying even more, because now we have not only the 3 original primals, we have every other primal that's existed.
Whatever happened to the heart that was powering Ultima, or not Ultima, the weapon at the end of ARR? Soket or something?
Yeah, Sabik. Yeah, it's what the lyrics say. Beat the heart of Sabik, the heart of Sabik. That's what it literally says.
But whatever happened to the original heart?
I would assume it, like, was destroyed within the ruination of the Ultima Weapon itself. And yeah, I think the lunar versions aren't as powerful as the real primal. I think they're the mass production version. That isn't holistically possible. That is definitely very possible, considering that they just made a Lunar Ifrit. Doing this new dungeon and summoner deliveries for healers. Oh no! Anyways, well, it would be too much hope that we have seen the last of Fandaniel. We have dealt with this game as a telling blow this day, and that alone is cause to celebrate. And celebrate I will. When we have received word of Arenvald's safe return. Ooh, I'm gonna crit. Oh, they forgot. It can raise. Oh my god. Alright, cool. When the dust settles. Standing around here worrying is not going to help matters. Come, we must discuss the day's events with Pippin and her grace. Brave Scions! Oh, that's LOL. I didn't think that it was going to be Nanamo. I thought it was going to be someone else. Would I could treat you to a hero's welcome, but I bear urgent news from the frontistery. I had to take a moment to read that. Your Grace! Whatever is the matter? As our troops withdrew from Paglathan, they came upon 2 scouts sent to the nearby tower. I've yet to hear a full account, but it seems that one of them, your friend, I believe, has been wounded and is being dragged away by the other. Oh no. I must go. Forgive me, Your Grace. Can you tell us aught of Arenvald's condition, Your Grace? The wounded scout. Not save that it is grave. The Carugians tend to him even as we speak. The infirmary must be inundated. Wow, I had to. Wow, Jesus Christ, my brain cell has stopped. The infirmary must be inundated with the wounded. If all of us go, we'll only get underfoot. Sapphire, Estinia, would you mind coming along? Would you mind going after Alphino? He may need some support from someone other than me.
Stinky.
Very well. Thank you. The rest of us will see the relevant people know that took place in Paglathan. Come on, then. Yeah, I will say as far as like playing Summoner goes, it's usually a little like more difficult to find a good time to res, considering that you gotta stop your rotation with whatever you're doing. So you just gotta kind of like hope that you can weave it in there somehow. It's a little easier with Red Mage because you could just like, as you're doing like Verse Stone or Jolt or whatever, you can just throw in your raise all of a sudden. But other than that, like with Summoner, it's a little more difficult in my opinion.
I think you could probably fit it in during Bahamut phase.
I mean, you can fit it in.
Probably fit it in anywhere where you have Swift Cast.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, you can fit it in so long as you're using, like if you're in the middle of like using your, what's it called? Oh yeah, there's the Easter event going on right now, huh?
In fact, unlike Red Mage, Summoner doesn't entirely lose its first window if it uses a single thing that's not part of its first rotation.
That is true. Parse choosing summoners use Swift Cast in the rotation. Oh. Wait, what do they Swift Cast?
Ruin 3, I guess.
Okay, I guess that does make sense, yeah. Another one come to see the lad in silver armor? Master Demelian is attending to him as we speak. If you would be so kind as to wait. What did Master Demelian say? Tell me his exact words. Enough, Alphina. This isn't helping. Swiftcaster Ruin 3 at the end of Bahamut. Oh. But... You're right. Forgive me. When we said our farewells to Ironvault, I was afraid of something like this might happen, but now that it has... All we can do is wait.
You could also, under, Dreadworm Trance would be fine.
Mm-hmm.
But you usually don't use the full Dreadworm Trance anyway.
I do.
Fordola.
Optimally, you don't.
Have you been waiting here all this time?
We have done what we can. The rest is up to him.
May we see him?
I do not think that wise. You must let him sleep.
Thank you for bringing him back. He owes you his life. I just wish I had been there. Perhaps, I don't know, perhaps I could have...
Could have what? Got tempered? Don't flatter yourself. You can't save everyone. No one can. Not even the warrior of bloody light.
She has a point there.
People die all the time, for no good reason. And those who take up the sword die quicker than most. If you're going to shed a tear every time a soldier falls on the battlefield, you'd best stay away. It's no place for the weak of heart.
It may be that victory cannot be won without cost. But all life is precious, and I refuse to shrug at its loss.
I'm gonna become a sage because you're making
All
fun
life
of me.
is precious! You need to grow up, little man. Before your sparkling ideals get everyone killed.
Damn. I mean, Fordola isn't, like, wholly wrong, but damn.
You're right. He is idealistic. But the world has more than its fair share of realists, like you and me. It's people like him who dare to dream that things could be better and make it happen against all the odds. They are the ones whose names live on forever. The heroes.
Oh,
The
fuck.
battlefield's littered with would-be heroes. At this rate, you lot'll be next. And what'll become of your precious dreams then? They'll be gone. Like dust on the wind.
Dreams worth fighting for don't die so easily.
So, when did Justinian start talking with such intensity 100% of the time? I don't know.
He did it all the fucking time. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Hans has always been an edgy bitch.
Oh, actually, yeah, you're not wrong.
Even back in Heavensward, Mance was like, if you don't fix things, I'll kill Nidhogg myself
Yeah.
with my edge and my lance.
He has two modes now, Nolan's Batman and Whispering. Oh my god. He only got more tired before chilling out. Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah, that's not, like, holistically wrong, honestly. I know. There's nothing more I can do here. Come, let us rejoin the others. Her Grace invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to join her in the fragrant chamber. Your comrades have already arrived. Will the three of you be joining them? We will.
Let's do him just I don't know what I was going to say there. But let's let's be fair to him, rather. He was emotionally linked to an avatar of rage for a very extended period of time.
That is also very true. Then he ended up being harassed by two tiny potatoes.
He did get harassed by two money-grubbing potatoes.
Your Grace, pray forgive us our lateness.
Think not of that. I understand a close comrade of yours was wounded in the line of duty. Arenvold. It was at the Alliance's behest that he risked all, and we are grieved to hear of his condition. Rest assured, he will receive the finest care our chirurgeons can provide. On that you have my word. Now, we would share with you the findings of the mission. Pippin, pray relate to our guests the details of Fordola's account.
So, Fordola saw this lunar Ifrit.
First Bahamut, now Ifrit. Or Lunar Ifrit, as Fan Daniel would doubtless have it.
'Tis now all but certain that the towers were conceived to facilitate the summoning of primals by those imprisoned within. Less certain is the means by which the Telophoroi constrain the wills of said entities to enact their designs in defiance of the pleas of their victims.
Mayhap they do not. If mere proximity to the towers is enough to make loyal servants of the Empire's mortal enemies, it stands to reason that the same is true for those held captive. They invoke their gods for the good of Garlemald, and in their disturbed state of mind, summon a primal whose form reflects their own alteration.
It all begins to make sense. Upon closer inspection, I realized that the towers bear a striking resemblance to a much larger structure which Urianger and I observed from afar during our visit to the Imperial capital. Assuming it too is capable of tempering those in its immediate vicinity, it would go some way to explain the swiftness with which the Telophoroi managed to rally so many Imperials to their cause.
While the situation in Garlemald is indeed troubling, I fear we have more immediate concerns. Ifrit was not the only primal summoned. At approximately the same time, observers at several other towers bore witness to the emergence of further such entities.
A Rogadan Scion.
We did.
Oh.
Moonbrita?
Oh. She wasn't a Scion.
Yeah, she was.
Not really. She kind of was.
No, she was a Scion. We did until the Asian said, nah, delete this.
She was a lowercase s Scion. She was a Scion, but wasn't
For a blessing,
really
none appear to wield
main
aught
boy.
approaching the destructive
Know what
power
I
of
mean?
Bahamut, and the Grand Companies are moving to deal with the threat even as we speak.
I mean, she kind of was. Was she? I thought she was just Urianger's friend. No, she was a Scion.
She kind of just like showed up and then was killed off. I don't know. I don't feel attachment to the character really because I don't.
Oh no, I cried. I absolutely loved Moonbrita.
I don't feel like she was around long enough for me to give it.
Friend. They probably got it on.
Absolutely. Moonbrita was his mommy. Let's be real.
Yeah. You need only tell me where they are, Your Grace.
Though we are aware that the task will not be easy, we would call upon the Scions only as a last resort. Pray, conserve your strength for now. After all, it was not so very long ago that you rid us of Bahamut. On which note, I am pleased to report that our talks with the Amalja have reached an agreeable conclusion. They have pledged their full support to our cause. It is our hope that this historic agreement will encourage other tribes to join us at the negotiating table. And I know that I speak for all of the Allied leaders when I say that we will welcome them with open arms at such time as they do. Of course, this was only made possible by the feats of heroism performed at Paglfan. Moreover, we shall not allow the sacrifices of those fallen in battle to have been made in vain. As hope leads to victory, shall victory lead to a new dawn for Eorzea.
May these words ever be our guide, Your Grace.
Now, if you will forgive me, I must consult with the Syndicate on the matter of our new allies' integration. Till next we meet, my friends, I bid you safe travels and blessed respite.
It's so cool getting to see Grahatiel in on all of this too. Right then, unless anyone has any objections, I think it's about time we return to the Rising Stones. And that includes you, Alphino. Ironvold is in good hands here. Of course, he would doubtless mock me for pacing about the infirmary. Let us retire then, that we might regain our strength and readiness for the coming challenges. If all in agreement then, I shall let Cryo know to expect us. A hot bath and a hearty meal shouldn't be beyond arranging with the time available. It will be good to be home. I have some thinking to do. Yes, I'll try asking him. And thank you. I shall look forward to it. Our comrades eagerly await our return, and Kryla in particular has a few matters she is keen to discuss, one of which concerns you, Estidian. Believe it or not, you will join us, won't you? Fine. Really? I thought you said you were avoiding the Baldessian woman. If I refused, she would only pursue me. Let's get this over with, shall we? I mean, it's not like they haven't done it before. By the way, what is the name of this MSQ? Like, of this patch of MSQ?
What quest are you on?
I'm on When the Dust Settles.
Yeah, I don't think it's that.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it's not that, but I was just wondering what it was called. Death Until Dawn. Okay. Forward Unto Dawn? Good movie, by the way. Really, really good movie. Highly recommend it to anyone that likes Halo to go watch that.
Welcome back. I expect you must all be exhausted. Ere you take your rest, however,
Nice.
I would beg a moment of your
To an
time.
almost unfair degree.
Thanks to Arenvold's selfless efforts, we may now be confident that we understand the function of the towers. But many questions remain regarding the reason for the summonings, and what lurks behind the looming edifice in Garlemald.
Okay, it is Death Unto Dawn. Okay. This is also part 1 of a 2-party. That is true.
Until such questions are answered, we will struggle to devise an effective strategy for thwarting the Telophoroi's stated aim. Nothing less than the destruction of this star. And so, given the gravity of the situation, I move that we petition the aid of Sharlayan.
We've come a long way.
Tis
since
possible
what
the
was
ancient
that
knowledge
cutscenes?
preserved within our archives may hide a clue to our enemy's methods. But given Sharlayan's established policy of non-intervention, our former colleagues are not like to aid us in its discovery.
Oh, I well remember what they're like. The Forum's barefaced refusal to assist you in the days prior to the calamity must rank as Sharlayan's most shameful act since the Exodus. But were the final days to be reenacted, it would spell doom for us all. Surely even they cannot turn a blind eye to that. I trust we are all of the same mind on this matter. Urgent as it seemed, I took the liberty of petitioning the Alliance for leave to act as Eorzea's emissary, and have since received their blessing.
I presume your role as a student of Baldessian will carry some weight with the Forum?
One can but hope. If truth be told, our organization has been a shadow of its former self ever since the disappearance of the Isle of Val. But the name does still retain some degree of prestige. I only pray it will be enough. If there are no objections, I shall depart for Sharlayan at once. But before I do, I should also mention the other matter to which I would devote some time during my stay. After hearing what transpired in the first, I began to question the true nature of Hydaelyn's blessing. A topic I have discussed at some length with Y'shtola.
We were wondering, when was the last time Hydaelyn spoke to you directly?
Oh, it's been a while. No, she didn't speak to us in the No, she didn't. No, she spoke directly to us at the end of the Dragon Song War. She spoke to everyone at the day of the Crystarium for Echoes of a Fallen Star.
Mm-hmm.
When you regained her blessing, was it not? But never since. Not in all your time in the first, when you faced the Unsundered, the very heart of Zodiark.
History shows us that Hydaelyn is able to awaken the Echo in her Chosen, convey her will directly, and grant the blessing of light. To our knowledge, however, she has not sought to intervene in man's affairs for some considerable time.
Might not the explanation for that lie with her choice of champion? Mayhap she is content to trust in her judgment.
Mayhap she is. But following my initial discussion with Cryer, I made inquiries of my own. And as far as I'm able to tell, Hydaelyn has not made her will known to anyone.
During my time in the First, the Oracle of Light spoke to me through Reen. But that was not the will of Hydaelyn. It was Minfilia herself.
Indeed. And while she and Hydaelyn were inextricably linked, Minfilia yet acted of her own volition. A messenger, yes, but one who spoke with her own voice.
I wonder, could Hydaelyn's silence suggest the presence of some disruptive force, perhaps? Some obstacle to communication? While I share Urianger's high opinion of your conduct, I see no reason why she would deny you her guidance altogether. Then again, who am I to say? The fact is, we simply don't know. But if the explanation is to be found anywhere, I can think of worse places to look than the archives of Sharlayan, and their research on the Ethereal Sea in particular. Resolved though I am to go, believe me when I say that I take no pleasure in the thought of leaving you a member short. Now of all times. Estinian, we stand on the eve of a struggle that will decide the fate of this star. One in which we Scions may play a telling part, yet we are but few in number.
I'm going to see you tomorrow. You know, rest. Thank you so much for coming by. I hope you have a great rest in it, and I'll see you next time, my dude. Great to see you.
And so I must ask you again. Will you join us?
You see the world the way you want it to be. I see the world the way it is. idealistic to a fault.
Freaking Alphabet with his puppy dog eyes. Oh my god.
But I know you would never turn your back on those in need. Never close your eyes to their suffering. And somehow, your deeds lend truth to your words, giving the lie to my doubts in so doing. I have seen others draw strength from your belief. In Ishgard, in Alamigo, you inspired them to stand up and fight. To win, no less. And even when you lost those you held dear, you carried their spirit with you and made their memory your guiding light. The burden of so many hopes and dreams would be too heavy for most to bear. But you bear it willingly, as you have shown me. Some dreams are too important to let go. If you have need of my strength, it's yours. After all you've done, how could I refuse?
Thank you, Estinian. Whatever challenges await us, I shall not falter. You have my word.
And now, I may bid you farewell. Safe in the knowledge that all is as it should be. In this little corner of the world, at least.
You will be sorely missed. Tread warily in Charlian, and do try not to let the Forum embroil you in their politics. A forlorn hope, I know, given the individuals involved.
I shall do my very best. Farewell.
Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace. What? What the hell is this?
Xenos is getting into that glam game.
Well, does this one meet with your approval?
Manses?
Apparently not. Or could it be that you're still upset about the dragons?
Time to get blue-balled by Yoshi P? Oh, I'm sure.
You are unwise to remind me of so costly a failure. It will not affect our plans, I trust.
Oh, hardly at all. Though, admittedly, the chances of us being able to procure any more Mericidian dragons are rather slimmer following Tiamat's reappearance. Oh, but the seeds have been sown, my lord. We have only to wait for them to quicken. Speaking of preparations, is it safe to assume that you will be ready to control you-know-what?
The hour draws nigh. This nation, forged for Ascian ends, will finally prove its worth.
A mighty empire, now no more than an instrument of this star's destruction. What a pleasure it will be to put it to use. Which brings me back to our earlier topic. My lord, While I appreciate that it is not an easy decision, it really is past time you chose your weapon.
There is one that I have been meaning to test.
Hey look, that's Cryptlurker's greatsword.
Well, well, not quite what I was expecting. Though I will say, it does seem rather apt.
Just off screen, covered by the pillar.
In before he chooses the bow staff. Oh my god, dude. And you love Fandaniel, but pourquoi?
Okay, I can... As we see more of Fandaniel, I can see him starting to grow. He's got potential as a villain. It's just... It's a very played out trope. And we'll have to see it done well.
He's a hammy bitch and I love him. Oh my god.
I do wonder if they showed the weapon he pulled from a different camera angle if you look at everything.
I have no idea, dude. Well, it looks like I'm going to have a busy few moons. Not that they ever seem to be anything but. Thancred's got me dispatching troops to every corner of the realm, which is not to say I don't trust the Alliance, because I do. But when it comes to putting down primals, nobody does it better than us. Well, then you lot, more accurately. You won't catch me trading blows with a primal in the near future, but for every fell fiend you vanquish, there's countless meals to arrange, baths to fill, sheets to wash, stores to replenish, and the list goes on. Which is where I come in, and gladly, mind you. It's the least I can do to support the Scions who risk life and limb, like poor Arenvald. Fandaniel is in every Final Fantasy game. He's the guy that shows up at the end and just wants to burn everything to ash. That's not every Final Fantasy, though. And yeah, that doesn't even happen in every FF. Hello?
Taru says she's busy with meal prep, but I don't see any smoked chicken coming from her normally.
Normally, I did get some smoked chicken from one of those MSQ though.
Yeah, but I need it by like the hundreds.
Okay,
not
that's
the
fair.
Threes.
That's fair enough. I wish there was something we could do for him, but we'll just have to settle for saying the odd prayer and keeping a roof over our heads. It wouldn't do to have him come back to a complete shambles, now would it? But that's enough of my rambling. Off you go, get some rest. If there are any developments, I promise you'll be the first to know. Not for naught. Oh, and that's the end of the MSQ. Cool.
Yep, game's over. Go home.
Yep, that's actually kind of the plan. Because now with that being done, it is actually time for me to start on FF7. Part 2 next month. Yep. This is gonna be interesting to say the least.
So when's Sandfest?
May 14th.
I was about to say, because given the fact that they're going to probably reveal the next class in May.
Yeah,
patch,
that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that exact thing as well while Xenos was choosing his weapons. I'm like, they're gonna wait until FanFest. That the moment that FanFest reveals the next class, Xenos is gonna have his weapon. 6 has Kefka, 7 is Sephiroth, 8 is Ultimecia, Xenos is 4. Xenos? Oh, you mean 14?
Nope, 4.
4? Do you mean Zemus? And Zeromus?